rocket like rocket fuel.
It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Y'all ain't know what time it is, playing skills, you did, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, all on the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, all on the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch and you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and you was lit. I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hate.
Hey everybody, it's the coach.
Well, Coach, being located in the Music City, this building has hosted a lot of great music acts since its inception, but this is what she was made for, NFL football, and that's what we have today in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans. The Florida Atlantic man, Greg Joseph, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Well, he's going to take... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Boy, an aggressive play. Call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
10-2 stop. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Slam, slam, slam. 6-6. Pull it high. Go.
Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Go now. 60 Pittsburgh. Get up, get up, get up. Now. I got you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. General West. No. Off. On the ball. Hey. Deep rip.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They keep it with Henry on first down. The former Giant, Prince Amukamara, on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Shoot.
Here's Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return will stop right around the 25. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A run on first down gets him a couple up to the 27. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. As a kicker from that distance, 56, 57 yards, so many things you got to worry about, but I am a little surprised he didn't get it there.
Yeah, with the way kickers are nowadays, we're surprised anything under 65 that it doesn't get at least to the crossbar. But remember this.
Oh, and Lewis lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Defense.
Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on.
Try to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Logan Ryan. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Motion to the backfield.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix making the safety blitz look easy. Zooms in for the sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. This is Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now it's Trubisky. Going to let one fly. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws. Another miss.
Still on his feet. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready? 18 Gator. On deck, baby, on deck.
They go play action here on 1st down. And shedding through the tackle. Got him in. It's Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there of 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Tannehill now to throw. Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll check in with our Jonathan Coachman. He'll have highlights and analysis of the 1st half. And our highlight. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight.
Oh, this is what I love about calling these games. 4th and goal. This is all about leverage, who wants it more, and who's going to get it done at the point of attack, the line of scrimmage.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Joseph now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now it's Trubisky. That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Joseph now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Jayon Brown came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. To try again after the sack. Trubisky, he's got a man, complete. And he is out of bounds all the way up near midfield. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. Nothing conservative about that play call. You said earlier in the quarter you wanted to see them open things up, maybe take some shots downfield. There you go.
Yeah, that one was successful. But even if they're not successful, when you take those shots downfield, they've got to back off a little bit, loosen up a little bit on defense, and give you a little bit more room if you want to run the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Partner, they're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. So we have come to halftime, and what's... All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. So far, this has to feel like a horrible dream for him. He's thrown more completions to the other team than he has to his. 3 interceptions.
Now, this will test his mentally. This is going to test his mettle and test his fortitude because once you've thrown those 3, you start to feel sorry for yourself. But you can't do that. There's more football to be played. Let's talk about Jason Garrett, the coach of the Cowboys, and he mentioned at one point Tony Romo threw 5 interceptions in a game, but it turned out to be one of the better games he played because he rallied down the stretch and took him to victory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bilal Nichols, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now it's a quarterback 3rd. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And they can't bring him down. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Don't go this way.
First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
On the ready.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Tannehill. He finds Corey Davis. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Now Lewis here on 1st down. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, 45 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now 21-7. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Robinson's got it. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, 43 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. It's a big run there by Henry. Give him 55 yards on the ground. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads.
Yeah.
And you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit, he is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
Now Tannehill, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Look at me, zipper! Hurry up, get it!
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, While at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Here's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead now up to 14. So the drive there took 6 plays. And Derrick Henry able to finish it off with a touchdown run. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
On 1st down, Trubisky. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. Trubisky now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky looking for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Trubisky to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Trubisky to throw again. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Trubisky will throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kevin Byard.
You see me out here? That's right. We can't be stopped.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back now in Nashville. It's the Titans. They've got the football. They'll be looking to extend their lead here as we begin the 4th quarter. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Henry running right. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Titans on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. But probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll run on first down. Henry, nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Titans on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Set the tone, defense.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Over the middle, he gets it to Patterson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now it's Trubisky. That's complete to Robinson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Trubisky. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 13 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run, so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
6 guys. Check 6. Go. Patch it.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Defense.
Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Henry. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got an alley. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Lewis. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Ready. 58 to Mike. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
He'll look to throw.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. That'll bring up 2nd down. Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 38-yard line. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going.
Yeah.
going up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you?
Hey, everybody, it's the coach, and this is Monday Night Football on E8.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight, we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup between the New York Giants and the Kansas City Chiefs. Here's the kicker, Aldrick Rosas, ready to get us going. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. CD, always more eyes on these night games, and they started it off nicely there on that run.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. Don't think for a second these players don't know and understand that. They want to impress their peers across the league. They also want to win the ball game. That's the way to get things going.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. Williams loses the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. 30 base.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, here's Barkley. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 46 yards. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
Come on, set. 60 or 53. Mike, 53. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage. This time, a sack.
Well, enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now Jones. Throwing on 3rd and long. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Here's Damian Williams making his way back out. He's got to clear his mind a little bit right now. 1 carry, and that carry was a lost fumble.
Clear his mind, clear his hands, and just let this one go. Sometimes it happens. You drop the ball, got a full game ahead of him, hand it to him again, see if they can start to produce.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 85 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The New York set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Here's Jones on 3rd down. Oh, trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, not that we had any questions, but it's obvious his arm does not hurt today, does it? He does not mind slinging it around.
He is firing that pigskin around the yard.
Yeah, putting it deep downfield, taking shots. Unsuccessful there, but I like his moxie.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Mahomes going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Check safety.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this will come up short.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Looking for his receiver, Sharp, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They begin the drive with Williams. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors. 55, Alpha.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He wants it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic first.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On 2nd and 10, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. He sets to fire deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Butker now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Another try after the first down sack. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. They're going to try and throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Armani Watts. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Off the draw, here's Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves him needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Hey, 43, 15. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. Go out. Come on, D. 29. Shot. Mike 29. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. 29.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that type of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's struggled. His team has struggled. You talk to me a lot about looking to your leaders. Maybe it's time for him to put his mark on this game.
Agreed. And how that has to happen is somehow he's got to flush out everything that's happened so far and almost start over and get back to that confident level and know that he can play the game, because so far this has been a real struggle.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got the interceptions, trying to turn it around. Jones now throwing again on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Golden Tate. 10 yards, good for a giant first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. 27 yards there, a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead, tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 47. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The tight end Blake Bell, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And some room to work. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There was a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play. His big game continues. Already has the 3 touchdown grabs, tacking on some more yardage and a first down.
And how precise has his route running been in this game? We just saw him get open yet again. And he's also made adjustments as the defense has tried to really stop him.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Check, 47. Let's go, tackle, let's go.
They run it again with Williams. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
That's where you belong.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. They go play fake. Mahomes. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Back to throw. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on third downs, and it's costing them.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. He's going to look deep down the field, and they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Jones now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. Jones throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the fourth down play to result in 23 yards. Back to throw. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Looking to throw. Jones. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 56 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics would tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. We're back now in KC. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On second down now, Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. Now Jones off the play fake. Open target here, Darius Slayton. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Here's Jones throwing on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. But now it'll be third down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The Chiefs on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. Gets this one to Hill. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and 7, Mahomes complete the tight end Kelce. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown.
yard, dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100 yard dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when I tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle this. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on, smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Arizona Cardinals. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray. first down. Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. He'll set up the screen to Drake. We'll give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not. They do go for it. It's Murray. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. 2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on first down is Murray. Eluding the play, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Murray now to throw. Buying time to his left. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
So that one will be accepted.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Automatic first down.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. The catch made by Pharoh Cooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry for Kenyon Drake, and he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. Check 24. Check 24.
Now on first down, Drake again. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
HaHa Clinton-Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense.
Running from the gun, Johnson. Will fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Dancing to his left. He may try and run for this. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down, and the Bears will get the football back. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on 4th, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much 4th downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on 4th down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 18. To Montgomery to begin the drive. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go long, and hope someone would come free.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Rodney Gunter. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it going the other way. Return will stop right around the 25. So he went out of the pocket left, and then things got dicey.
And what often happens is when they get outside, they want to keep their eyes downfield in order to try and complete a pass. But when they try to make a play, they've got to get their footwork involved, and that can really mess them up as well. And in this case, nothing went right, and the ball got knocked free.
Now as they get set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Murray. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Escaping the pressure right. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. We've seen the pressure get to him several times in this game. There, though, we see him escaping.
And we've seen this rookie video before as well. That type of pressure, oftentimes, what do you resort to? Your legs, try and escape. What you hope is that this doesn't become habit for him, that he learns how to handle the pressure, still keep his eyes downfield, and make some throws.
Gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in.
Now Drake loses the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here's Trubisky to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Murray now on 1st down. Being chased out left. He'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. A final shot before half from Murray. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Pass interference. Defense.
So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Drake. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kenyon Drake as time expires in the first half. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Big decision there. They say forget the field goal and go for it. It pays off.
I wonder who was in the ear of the head coach on this one. Did he make this call on his own?
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Space to maneuver at the 40. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 44 yards on the ground. Well, this game's ripe for the taking, and that run, I think it means he wants to take it.
Not only does he want to take it, he doesn't care what they're going to do on the defensive side of the ball. You can be prepared for him. He's coming at you anyway.
Well, now they'll try the end around. He'll get... A nice chunk there on the first. Down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Getting it to their playmaker, Cordell Patterson. And he lost the football.
Away.
on third down. Trubisky. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get close. They're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Running, it's Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. From the gun on third down, Murray. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. Now, they clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out near midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? Hey, you want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, it's Montgomery.